Hey there. Yeah, it'll upload by itself. Hi. You guys say hello as you're here. I think I'm gonna turn this light off just to like set mood a little bit better. Because I don't feel like having a light in my face right now. Maybe my computer light, turn it up a little bit. What's up, you guys? Hi. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. It's vertical. That's all right. Oh, crap. It's vertical. That's all right. What the fuck? All right, here we go. All right, is anybody here? Oh, there's 3 people here. What's up, y'all? All right. So, I didn't prepare a script for this, but I'm gonna depend on you all to tell me like emotions. So the better, more involved you are, the better. Hi, Emma. If you are coming over from TikTok and you are new, hello, welcome to the wacky world of chaos. So I just posted a video about using tapping and EFT to release this dense collective emotion that everybody's kind of feeling right now. And even though I'm not the kind of person who panics and freaks out or anything like that, I do feel a lot of really dense energy right now. And I know that if I'm somebody who doesn't normally panic or anything like that or have anxiety anymore, I used to be the worst with anxiety, but I know that if I'm feeling this stuff, then other people must be feeling it 100 times more. And this is a tool that I have used since 2012, and it has helped me in so many ways. It's helped me to clear trauma, which I wouldn't really suggest using this to clear trauma unless somebody's guiding you through it. I use this to help like clear money blockages, to help people who like can't, make money no matter how hard they try, no matter how hard they work. So those 2 are the main things that I use this for. So it's around like trauma, procrastination, money stuff, and self-worth. Well, that's a lots of things that you can use this for. And I thought that I would share it with you guys because, whenever I was coaching people, it's one of the main tools that we would use. And I don't use EFT the same way that you see the way that you'll kind of learn it. So let me just kind of go over what EFT is. If you know what EFT is, then say so, okay? Let me know. Do you know what it is? Have you used it before? How has it worked for you? Like, has it been great for you? All of these things. Essentially, what it is you have these pressure points on your body. So you have like an energy meridian system in your body where all of these points are supposed to connect. And if you have, let's say, a trapped emotion or a blockage of some sort in your body, it will stop the energy from flowing the correct way. All right. And so whenever we are feeling like this dense collective emotion, it can make us feel like really helpless, really hopeless. And it's super smart to not only identify the emotion that you're feeling, but also where you're feeling it in your body. Because depending on what I'm tapping around, there are going to be certain points in my body where I'm going to feel more drawn to them. I'm going to feel like I need to be tapping here more than maybe on my crown. So, but it's an intuitive process for me. And because I've been tweaking it to be able to fit my needs, usually the people who are attracted to the work that I do are similar in how their system works. So let me just close my door because my daughter is asleep and I don't want her to wake up. So you guys, are y'all feeling like, let me look at the comments here. Okay, no one's commenting. You guys just tell me like some of the feelings that you're feeling right now. I know it's like the coronavirus scare and you know, the whole stock market, like Wall Street collapsing and being, you know, Dow Jones dropping the most it's ever dropped in history. I know that all of that stuff can be kind of scary, and I just like to know sort of what you're feeling around it. That way I can take your um, emotions and make sure that we're able, because I'm going to take you through a tapping. I'm just kind of waiting to make sure everybody who's going to come on comes on. Hi, Angelique and Torish. What's up, you guys? Scared, stressed, exhausted, anxious. Okay, cool. Well, we're going to get rid of these things tonight, and go ahead and just rate on a scale from 1 to 10, 1 being like not really at all, and 10 being just like the most stressed, the most scared, the most anxious. And rate on a scale from 1 to 10 how intense those feelings are. So like I said, if there's a blockage in there, say like trauma or any type of unprocessed emotion, it will store itself in your body. So it starts out in the emotional, it'll start outside of your body in like your emotional field, okay, in your emotional body. And if you don't deal with it, it gets closer and closer and closer till it comes into the physical body. And that's where we see a lot of illness manifest. And so not only will this be really good for your mental health and well-being, it's also going to be great for your immune system, because if you're letting all those scared feelings go from your emotional body and you're not taking care of them and you feel like helpless, there's nothing I can do with this or about this, then it's just going to keep moving closer and closer, and it will manifest in your body. And I'm not saying that to scare you or anything. I'm just telling you this so that you can do something about it. And this is like the most simple thing that you can fucking do. I swear it is amazing and so simple. And you might cry. I yawn a lot whenever emotions are being released. But so tapping is going to take that clog, that energy blockage, and it's going to start releasing it, because again, you're using these pressure points in your meridian system, in your energy system. Okay. Thanks for all the thumbs ups, you guys. I didn't even have to ask this time. Thank you. 6 or 7. Okay. Feeling uneasy about quarantining. Yeah. I don't think my life is going to change at all, because I'm like such a homebody. I like staying at home. I like being by myself. I like making videos and hanging out with my family, and that's it. But I understand if you have a life that you're living and your college closes or your school closes or your job can't even let you come in, like that shit's got to be insane. So I can imagine. Pretty good, but I just feel like I can't comprehend my own thoughts, as though I can fully, and a pressure in my head, 4 on a scale. Okay, cool. All right, you guys. So like I mentioned in the video before, in traditional tapping, you start here, which is called the karate chop point. And actually, if you guys want to take a second and just grab a pen and a paper so you can write a couple things down. That way, if, you know, after this, you might want to do it a more customizable version for yourself. I'll wait just a minute for you guys, and I'll sort of tell you what these points are for. So this one is called the karate chop point, and this is where you're gonna have a setup statement, and it's going to include the even though I feel this thing, I love and I deeply and completely love, honor, and accept myself. So we're gonna look at some of y'all's feelings here: stressed, exhausted, anxious, scared, uneasy, all of these things. Thank you, Dominique. So we're gonna take this, and we would start, traditionally, we would start with a setup statement like this. So it would be like, even though I am feeling super stressed, I deeply and completely love, honor, and accept myself. Even though I'm feeling totally exhausted, I deeply and completely love, honor, and accept myself. I'm feeling insanely anxious, and you want to go over the top. Like, you want to be like extra with this. Even though I'm feeling anxious, I deeply and completely love, honor, and accept myself. And even just now from doing that, I already feel like a lot less stressed out in my body, which is amazing. So you guys can do this right now if you want to. And just use the things that you're feeling and just say it out loud if you can, or say it in your mind if you have to. Now, another reason why this works is because acceptance is the answer. Okay. A lot of light worker programming, a lot of light worker tools, that kind of thing. It wants to bypass the way that you actually feel. And this looks a lot like doing affirmations while silently in the back of your head, you're saying, no, I'm not. No, that's not true. You know, like, I am wealthy and fulfilled, right? If that was your affirmation. Or I am full of life and full of energy. But you're like totally actually burnt out and just can't even cope with yourself. And you fucking had enough, you know? I'm fucking done, right? And that's what your head's telling you when you're doing the affirmation. Or you don't even do the affirmation because you know you're lying to yourself, right? This is spiritual bypassing. And yeah, light workers, if you're actually a light worker, that might work for you. But if you're attracted to me in any kind of way, shape, or form, most likely you are here playing with like the shadow. Like, you're here to expose aspects of the shadow. And this is how we do it. We do it by making these aspects of ourselves that we want to hide, or that we think we shouldn't be feeling certain ways. And so we push it down and we don't pay it any attention. And then so we try and reprogram over an old program that's running. And so you'll see people spend 15, 20 years on healing and trying to gain self-worth. It's like, bro, if you would just tell the truth and accept the truth of how you feel, it would take you 3 weeks, 3 months, right? And so the work that I do with people, including this work, it takes that time from like a 5-year span that you would spend working on self-worth, or fucking 20 years doing shadow work or whatever. Like, and it pulls it together and it makes it very, very quick, because you're admitting the truth. You're accepting that this is what is right now. It's just what I'm feeling. It's not who I am. And then it allows you to transform, because like, you don't want to be in this position. But if you had any other fucking choice, and if affirmations worked, you'd be there already. You'd be in that place already. And so one of the questions that I used to get a lot whenever I was teaching and stuff, was, isn't it counterproductive to say these things that I'm feeling? Won't I manifest it into the world if I'm saying I'm feeling anxious, I'm feeling stressed out, I'm feeling exhausted? Like, I just fucking can't cope. I don't want to even be alive right now. Wouldn't that kind of send signals to the universe saying, like, send me bad things? No, no. Because you're calling in love, acceptance, appreciation for you, for your being, for your soul, for your trauma. And you're not sympathizing with your trauma. You're not sympathizing with the pain that you're feeling. You're just admitting that it's there. And by doing that, you're taking a step forward into allowing truth to be revealed to you in your life, allowing great things to come into you. You're raising your vibration in such a way that you are experiencing love in all aspects of your life. So, like, even if I'm scared and stressed out, I'm going to love myself anyways. I'm going to love myself anyways. And so, just like the affirmations, if you're saying in the back of your head, I don't fucking love myself, what? Like, I hate myself, I hate my life, or whatever. Like, that's okay too, because the tapping is not only pushing out the toxic emotion, it's not only breaking up that blockage that you have, it is also installing a new program. So it's just the same as, magically speaking, if you were to banish, you would then need to invoke another energy in. So like if you're banishing all energy and your program is running to create reality in a certain way, if you don't refill your space that you just banished with a new intention, you're going to keep getting the same thing that you've always gotten. You're going to keep on creating the same thing that you've always created in your life experience. And so that's kind of just how tapping works. And over my years and years of practicing different kinds of healing modalities and tweaking them, and, you know, even coming up with my own technologies, my own spiritual technologies, the way that I do tapping is not a traditional way. I encourage you to just say whatever comes to your mind. You might even want to journal about it. You might want to get your journal out right now and just start writing about all of the things that you can muster up in you, all the things that are like sitting in your stomach, like sinking, making you feel like you're sinking. You can just write it out. And then you can also go ahead and write like the way that you wish you would feel instead. And you can literally just read your journal and you can say every sentence that you wrote in your journal, and just tap on these points. Okay, so it's here where this bone is, where you can clearly see mine. Sorry, YouTube doesn't have a beauty filter yet. So here, here, under your nose, between your lip and your chin, where your collarbone is, you go down like an inch. It's a little bit soft right there. Mine's definitely a little sore. That's a key tip too. If you have some points that are a little bit more sore, that's where the emotion is. That's where you're gonna be able to attack it the best, okay? And then here, you just put your hand under your armpit, and where the bottom of it is, that's the point, okay? So here, and then on your crown, and then right here where your eyebrows are. Some people like to use two hands. I only use one. And maybe you're driving and you're feeling anxious all of a sudden, or maybe you're at dinner, which probably can't be going out to dinner for a couple months, but you know, whatever, you're with people and you don't want to pull out all the stops and just, you know, start tapping and all of this. You can just find one point that feels good and just, you know, tap there. Or you can do under the table, right? If you're with people, you can just use this karate chop point. It's the really meaty part of your hand. And it feels really good. Doctors will teach, or psychiatrists or psychologists will teach kids with ADD or ADHD to do this while they're in school if they're having like a hard time focusing and stuff. But like if you're driving and you just, you know, you're feeling right here's fine, and you just say all of your anxieties out loud. So are you guys getting this pretty well? Is this feeling good? Is it feeling right for you? Let me know. I think y'all are probably doing some work because nobody's talking. I kind of like that. Awesome. Thank you, Emma. Cool. So yeah, so another thing, like traditionally taking notes. Okay, cool. That's what I like to hear. Awesome. Yeah, another thing traditionally is it's very, I don't know, like, I feel like it's a little strict. Not really strict. It's a little too cleaned up for me. Like when I'm tapping, I will go off on myself. I'll be like, "Oh, I'm such a fucking bitch." Like, you know, like I made that person feel like shit. Like it didn't even faze me. Like, you know, whatever. And that's not true. It would have fazed me, but like until now, you know, like why do I have to feel guilty an hour later? You know, I will literally rant. Like I will just go off. And then I just wrap it up by being like, okay, even though I'm totally being a bitch right now, and even though I'm holding all this fucking guilt in my body, and breathe. I deeply and completely love, honor, and accept myself. Whew, I actually am bringing up emotion right now, and it's so weird because I don't usually like feel too much emotion. I think it's because I've done so much tapping that I just like tapped all of my emotions out. But like, dude, my eyes are already tearing up. Like you could probably see they're kind of glassy now. But like, yeah. So I must be holding guilt in my body, right? Even though I was just using that as an example. Like I must be holding guilt in my body somewhere. So guess what? I'm going to tap about that right after this. So let me see y'all's tapping points, but finding the others is so helpful. Good. Yay, Alex. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, it does feel good on your sinuses. You also have like a point right here. It's called the Zeal chakra or the Atlas chakra or something like that. And this is also your spiritual it's like your spiritual connection. So like here is a really fucking good place, a really good place. And also like on top of your eyebrows right here, like you can pinch your eyebrows and stuff. And then like right here too, if you're having like sinus problems, there's a couple more, but you can look up like tapping for sinuses or something like that, like to get a good script. There's this one guy that I love for tapping. He got me through a lot. What's his name? Brad Yates, I think. Yeah, he was really helpful for some tapping scripts when I was going through a lot of like inner child work and dealing with a lot of my trauma and bringing up a lot of stuff and you know but more than anything, using your own tapping scripts is going to be so incredibly helpful. And like I know my clients would always tell me like I just need you to tell me what to say. So I would say something and then they would repeat it and while they're tapping it, I would tap with them. So I know some people have a hard time being able to bring up their emotions, but because I'm a shadow worker, what I do is I confront the person. That's why I can get them to cry. That's why I can get them to release the emotion instead of bullshitting themselves and just being way too nice to themselves and not getting to the truth, right? Because like all of your lower archetypes are gonna want to hide that shit from you. So you have like these four survival archetypes that most people are functioning from, which is the child, the saboteur, the victim, and the prostitute. And most of the time, they're working in unison to keep you stuck, to keep that main archetype running the show. So, like, most of the time, it's child energy. Like, not most of the time, I guess. A lot of the time, it's saboteur energy. Actually, all four of them like play a huge role in everybody I know's lives. Everybody, every single fucking person. You just have to know what to do with that. That's a way more advanced technology that I actually have been working on a technology and it just keeps more and more keeps being revealed about being able to turn those into something completely different, to transmute them. Big child energy. All right. Piscean Pixie. Oh, okay, cool. By the way, if you guys are not on our Discord, let me just put it for you so you can go and hang out with us. I don't know if this link still works, but there it is. bit.ly/Astrid's Discord is the short link for it. I can find another one. And we're going to get a tapping going right now. If y'all want to go ahead and type in anything else that you're feeling, I'm going to just pull from what y'all are feeling. And we're going to do one. I'm going to do a big one. LJC says, how do you comment on a live video? Can't figure it out. LJC, if you're watching this, up at the top, you know where the thumbs up button is, there should be a button that has like live chat, so it will look like a chat window. That's not right. Comment box or something. It should say live chat. If you just click on there, you'll be able to see our live chat. Let me just share out the actual link for this server. We're in the actual middle of a mastery kind of challenge right now. And you guys are welcome to come join us, even if you're late to it, that's fine, I don't care. But I will be taking it down because these entities that I work with that have been giving me a lot of shit lately, good shit, are pushing me to do something particular, and I'm gonna be taking it down probably mid-April. So you probably have until about April 15th to catch up on the work that, that has been done already. So you guys can do that there. Oh, just get on it. Like, don't even judge it. She says, I'm sorry. Chiari Bash says, I'm so behind on my journals, to be honest. And, that's okay. That's 100% okay. What I would say is don't judge yourself, because if you're judging that process, you're probably just going to be turning yourself off from doing it even more. Like, you're not going to want to do it. You're going to keep yourself from doing it, because it's kind of like making lists, and you don't check everything off your list, and at the end of the day you feel like shit because you didn't check off your list. And so you just keep putting off your list because you don't want to feel like shit at the end of the day, because you're not going to do it. So a great thing for tapping, for doing your journals and stuff, would be like, I just don't want to do it. Like, I might even be afraid of what I find. I don't really want to see who I actually am, because if I see who I actually am, that means that I'm going to have to face my power. And if I have to face my power, that means that I'm not going to fit into my family anymore, or my friend group. And they're going to think that I think I'm better than them, or that I've changed. And, last time I changed, it caused a riot. Everybody was mad at me. You will end up, like, this whole story will end up coming up just because you're tapping. And the tapping is going to help the words come out too. It's going to help the words come out. Like, it's going to help the feelings come out, and you're just vocalizing them. And you know what? Even though I, caused everybody to feel uncomfortable around me, I can still love myself. I'm open to loving myself right now, even though this is happening. I'm completely willing to love myself. I'm willing to honor myself, my transformation. I'm open to honoring this change that might occur in my life. I'm open and willing to make people uncomfortable so that I don't have to be uncomfortable anymore, so that I can actually enjoy my life. And I know that if I'm enjoying my life and the people I love don't actually fit into the picture anymore, I'm still going to be magnetizing people that do fit into that picture, that do want to be in my life, that want to celebrate me, that want to see me shine. The people who really will appreciate me and that want to see me rise. Totally open to loving myself. You know what? In fact, I do. I love, honor, and accept myself. And every single shitty thing that I feel, it's okay. And you just go off, like, whatever needs to come out, you just say it. So about this virus, let's talk about this virus, how it's making everybody feel. Progress and not perfection. I'm taking the mastery, not the server. I'm gonna keep the server up forever. Definitely procrastinating. Yeah, just don't judge your journey. That's all I'm asking you. All right, you guys, let's do this. All right, so do it with me too, okay? We're not gonna start with a setup statement. We're just gonna go straight into the tapping, okay? Hey, look, let me just hit this real quick first. All right. If there are new people here, you hopped on right at the right time. Okay, so what we're gonna do, let's get right into the tapping, okay? You just repeat after me. And if I'm going too fast, it's okay. You don't have to wait until I'm finished to start speaking. Like, I don't usually, never mind. Okay, we're gonna start tapping. Okay, start here. Coronavirus! Remember, we're going over the top. We want to make this as outlandish as possible so that your energy, so that your body can be like, this is actually fucking ridiculous that I'm letting myself feel this way. Wow. Okay, that's how we want it to feel. Okay, this coronavirus is freaking everybody out. And I'm freaking out because of it, because I can feel everything. I hate that I can feel everything. Not only do I have to feel my anxiety, but now I have to feel your anxiety too. And yours, and yours, and yours, and everybody on the fucking planet. I feel it. I feel it deep in my body, right in that pit of my stomach. Just sitting there, eating away at me. It's never gonna leave. It's just gonna be stuck in there forever. It's gonna grow and grow and grow. Goodbye, sleep. So long, friendships. Might not even get to see my family anymore. Sounds kind of funny when you think about it. What is everybody freaking out about anyways? I know I'm infinite. I know I'm a spiritual being having a human experience. And I know, even if this is disaster, everything is okay. It's okay right now. And so right now, in this moment, just in this moment, I'm willing to let this anxiety go. Everything is okay right now. And the anxiety's still there. And when I feel that anxiety still there, I open myself up to love even more. Even with these crazy feelings that might not even be mine, I love myself. I deeply and completely love, honor, and accept myself. And all of these shitty emotions that keep coursing through my system. And just take a breath. My body's like buzzing so hardcore right now. And whatever feelings, like whatever you rated your feelings before, you're just gonna re-rate them. And that was not by any means a perfect tapping script. It was just the things that were coming up in my head, I just let them have a voice, okay? So it doesn't need to make sense. It's tough for me to have to like try and perform, right? Like to perform for people who need to learn something, right? Like whatever, I'm not a performer like that. Like I am the same as you. I have the same amount of hard time coming up with words to describe the way I'm feeling, right? Like, but if it comes to another person, if I was sitting across from you, you know, I could pull every single thing out of you. I could identify this, that, and the other, but we have this mechanism inside of us that doesn't want us to see the truth. And so sometimes we need somebody else to pull it out of us. So, you know, it's hard for me still too, you know, even though I've been doing this forever, but I don't judge it. So even if the things I say don't really make sense, like if it's coming out of my mouth, there's some part of me that believes that, right? Like there's some part of me that still believes it. So what are you feeling? You're sobbing? Yay! Awesome. So that's you releasing emotion. A 3 now. Awesome. Cool. All right. Let me turn my chair back around. No, you know what? I'm gonna keep it like this. No, because I want to sit crisscross applesauce. I'm doing a spell right now too, so you guys are helping me like stay in high vibes. So thank you for coming on and hanging out and everything. All right, so we got down to a 4 and a 3. We want to get our number down, which this is called the SUDS scale, SUDS, SUDS scale. Yeah, the ratings are like at the beginning. Thank you. At the beginning, you're gonna identify the emotion that you're feeling. So anxiety, depression, procrastination, whatever it is that you're feeling. And then you're just going to be like, how intense is this on a scale from 1 to 10? 1 being, I'm not really feeling anything. 10 being like, holy shit, it's taking over everything that I am right now. So, so you just rate it at the beginning, you do your tapping, and then you rate it again. So usually you're gonna know in your body, you're gonna feel a release. You're gonna feel like this pressure is being released off of you. You're gonna start feeling like maybe some tingling in your body. You might cry. Another thing is like you might yawn. You'll feel some sort of relief in you. You might even start tensing up, like in your jaw. Or you'll notice like some of your tapping points being more sensitive. That's a good indicator that the emotion is being pushed out, that it's untrapping itself. And that's a really, really great thing. So what we want to do now is that oh, yeah, you're welcome. I can't not do it, dude. Like I have to. If I don't do what I'm doing right now, like I will be miserable. So, I have to. It's what I'm here for. Like, yeah. Thank you. um, okay. So when we get done, when we feel like, okay, I've released it or whatever, you get a decent amount of tapping in. Maybe you're tapping for 5 minutes or 20 minutes even, whatever. Then you're just going to want to come back and check back in with yourself. Like, okay, now how intense is this emotion? So we've got 1 down to a 3 and 1 down to a 4, but we still want to take it down to a 1. Okay. Maybe even a 2 would be okay. All right. So we'll just go ahead, and if you want to use your karate chop point, that will be fine too. But we're just going to go straight back into it. Okay. Whew. I'm feeling a lot better right now. I feel like I can actually breathe a little bit. But there's something inside of me that's still clinging on. Doesn't want to let go. I don't know who I would be without this anxiety. Who would I be if I wasn't scared? I'd be a freak. I'd be a total freak if I wasn't scared right now. If I wasn't panicking. Everybody would think I was naive. Am I naive? Nah. Maybe they wouldn't judge me. Maybe it would be okay if I let myself let this go. What could happen if I let this go? Still feeling anxiety. I'm still scared. And I'm open to letting it go. Even though I'm feeling scared that I don't know who I would be without my anxiety, I might just find happiness. Ugh, gross, happiness. Ugh, who wants that? Even though I have all this anxiety, even though I'm scared and I'm exhausted from it, I'm overwhelmed, I still deeply and completely love, honor, and accept myself. I always have, and I always will. And that's a fact. My nature is divine love. Anything that came after that is the lie. I can only ever love myself. And I'm doing a really fucking good job at it too. Would I be tapping on the top of my head if I wasn't, if I didn't care? No. Would I be willing to make myself look like a fool, like a monkey? Ooh, 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 ooh. If I didn't love myself and know that healing is possible? It doesn't matter what I'm feeling. I'm open to love. I'm open to being okay right now. And it just is what it is. And take a deep breath and let it out. Might want to drink some water and just rate your feeling again. Rate your intensity again. Wow. It's already 12:11. Woo! Been on here for a while. How are you guys feeling? So now that you have this tool and now that you know it doesn't actually matter what you say, you cannot get it wrong. The point is that you honor the shit out of yourself no matter what the feeling is. No matter what it is. You just let it out. This is how I feel, and that's okay. The problem is, society tells us that we gotta be happy. And that's just not true. You are a complete being living inside of a polarized world. You're gonna feel shitty sometimes, and that's okay. And you know what? The sooner you accept the fact that you feel shitty, it goes away. You don't feel shitty anymore. And that's what I see people struggling with over and over and over. And I'm talking for decades. People will go on thinking that they have to live up to this standard. And they struggle so much because society and everybody in the fucking world tells them that it's not okay to feel this way. And so people are constantly rushing to feel better, to feel different, to feel happy. Yeah, you want to feel happy. It's pleasurable. You want to feel joy. It's pleasurable. But sometimes it's not always that way. And whenever you can find that middle ground where you're not overly excited about things and you're not, disgustingly disturbed about life, you find a middle ground. And it sounds like it would be more boring to not get excited over things, but I say, oh, I'm so excited all the time. And my heart is, but it's not an emotional charge. There's no emotional charge behind it anymore. And that allows me to sail through life just fucking cool, whatever. This is happening. Okay. What can I do about it? Only thing I'm in control of is myself. I can only control myself and my state and the way I feel about myself, right? Yeah. Okay, let me see what else said. Oh, totally. Yeah, it's an amazing technique. I'm so happy that I remembered to share it. Okay, good. I'm so happy it felt good. Nice. Is that Paul or P. McDowell? I just assume your name is Paul. I don't know why. P, it could be Peter. What's up, dude? Hey. Okay, anyways, yeah. So I hope that you guys got a lot out of this. Let me see. I didn't realize how much I was blocking right now and how much this could release. Whoa, I know, dude. It's fucking crazy. Just wait until you decide to use it for some real healing. You're gonna be like, what the fuck? I thought I was over that. But that's another really good thing is like, if you start having like a flashback or like some, traumatic memories that just like pop up, whenever you're just out there having a good time, you're just living your life, living your best life, and then boom, flashback. I didn't even snap. I just like kind of went like that. A flashback just like pops up and you're like, shit, great. I was having a great day. I was having a great time. And then this comes up. Step 1, do not judge it. Step 2, accept it. Okay. You don't even have to talk for that, for a memory. You can just feel it all, push it out. This is the last time I ever have to think about this again. That happened. Yes, it did. Yep, I feel guilty for it. Or, yeah, I was fucking victimized and, perpetrated or whatever the case may be for the trauma or the memory come up. And, that happened. And I'm here now. And I don't ever have to live that again. That's not now. That's then. Do I want to live in the past forever? No. Like, you just have a conversation with yourself. Just pretend like you're talking to somebody, but you are talking to somebody. You're talking to like that part of you that's hurt and fragmented and like living a completely other life than you are. It's like, obviously it has its own life. It has its own mind. It's over there doing its own thing and just popping up in your life. Like it's giving you a call on your birthday or something. It's like, just talk to those parts of you, talk to those fragmented aspects of self, and just let them know, like, dude, it's fine. Like, I love you anyways. Like, yeah, I love you anyways. I think that's probably the best way I've ever described tapping or inner work before. You're just talking to that aspect of yourself and letting them know it's fine. And you're coming from the part of you that actually is divine love. That is the spark. Oh, okay, guys. Oh, it is Paul. Okay, cool. What's up? Yay. All right. Well, thanks for being on. I hope that you guys liked this. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up. I think everybody here has already. Thank you so much. Subscribe if you haven't. Turn on notifications. And I'll be getting back to making videos this week. I only released one video last week and I haven't done any paranormal stuff because I've been sick, and honestly, I just didn't feel like it was good timing to be playing with maleficent, what is it? Malevolent spirit entities while I'm sick. Yeah, don't need that. So I don't know what kind of paranormal stuff I'll be doing this week, but I know I want to at least release one paranormal video. I'll be making a video about consecration and then another video about path working. So those are the 3 videos I'll release this week. Come, feel free to join us in the Discord server. I will post it one more time here in the chat, and just come hang out. All right. So, oh, awesome. Well, you will get to watch it now because I'm getting off right now. So, hi. Awesome to see you on. Yes, I'll see you soon. You guys have a fantastic night. I hope that this served you, and yeah. Okay, bye. And yes, stop streaming. Bye, y'all.